guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Moz33 here, aka Crystal with the C, back at you with another video. If you're new to my channel, you just happen to click on welcome. I try to put out 1 to 2 videos a week. I do sit downs, reviews, reactions, vlogs. So if any of that interests you, make sure you check out the prior videos on my channel, and if you see anything you like before you leave, make sure you subscribe, you guys. So today is Sunday, June 2nd, 2019. Just got out of church a bit ago. Actually, it's been quite a while ago, but so I actually have kind of changed semi. I did wear this top, but I did wear different bottoms. But I did want to go ahead, you know, when you have good hair days, you got to monopolize on it. So yeah, I took my hair out of twist this morning and wanted to go ahead and film before I get back into my gym routine tomorrow. So yeah, I wanted to go ahead and do this comparison video, you guys. I talked about doing this a while ago, but today is going to be a comparison video between my 2 Louis Vuitton backpacks. So it's going to be Battle of the Backpacks. And I'm just going to basically do a comparison, contrast between the 2 different backpacks. Well, these 2 particular backpacks, these are Louis Vuitton backpacks. However, Louis Vuitton does have many different backpacks. So, you know, if you're looking for something that might be like more backpack-ish, you may just want to like go look on the website, you know, look on the pre-loved market and kind of check those things out. But these are more so like handbag backpacks. You know, they're in a backpack style, but they're not really like your JanSport backpacks. These are like your handbag backpacks. Hopefully that makes sense. So I just, since I do own both, I did want to go ahead and do a comparison between the 2 of them. So I do have some notes, so I will be looking down. I also have the website pulled up, so I did want to give you guys some specifications regarding them. Now this isn't going to be like a what's in my bag type of comparison, like what fits in each of them. I do have one of them packed. I'll go ahead and kind of talk about that, and then I'll probably pause the video for a bit and pack the other one and go ahead and kind of just show you what everything looks like, but I'm not going to do like a what's in my bag type of thing. It's just really strictly going to be a comparison and contrast between the 2 bags. So we're going to go ahead and get started, and let me go ahead and start with, I'm going to start with this one right here. And you guys, I have my notes, which are trying to slip out of my lap. But so we'll put this one to the side, but I did want to go ahead and say what each of the backpacks are before I start. This one right here is the Louis Vuitton Clapton backpack, and this one is the Louis Vuitton Palm Springs mini backpack. It should be in the title of the video, but just in case, I want to specify which one is which. So this one is a Clapton, and it is in the color cream. This one is the Louis Vuitton Palm Springs mini, just in the regular monogram version. So we're going to talk about the Clapton backpack first though. So I'm going to put my Palm Springs mini to the side. We'll get to that one later. So let me go ahead and give you the description of the Palm Springs mini. And I do have the website pulled up over here. So I'm going to just go ahead and read the description from the website for you guys. And I'm not going to be discussing prices. I will try to link the Louis Vuitton website below so you can look at that for yourself, because people be feeling some kind of way and be acting crazy. But we all, if you're on YouTube, you clearly have access to the internet. You can go to the Louis Vuitton website for yourself. I will again link the names of the backpacks below, so you can definitely just put in the search engine and look it up for yourself. That's called research, you guys. We all got to do it sometime, you know, especially something you want. So yeah, I just wanted to read the description though of the Clapton backpack from the website. So it says for the Louis Vuitton Clapton backpack, it says as a go-to bag for every day, the Clapton backpack checks all the boxes. Damier Ebene canvas looks fresh, paired with supple small grain leather. The shiny golden tuck lock adds a heritage touch. Casual yet trendy, it can be carried several ways thanks to a top handle and adjustable straps. So that's the description from the Louis Vuitton website about the Clapton backpack. Now I want to go ahead and get into like the dimensions of this particular backpack, and let me come a little bit closer and so I can kind of show you guys. So, and I just have like some little charms on here. Again, I did wear this bag out today, so that's why it's kind of adorned. So as far as the length across, it is 8.3 inches long. As far as the height, it also has a height of 8.3 inches. So the height and the length are the same. Yeah, they're the same. So it's 8.3 high, 8.3 long. And as far as the depth of the bag, it is 4.3 inches, probably at the base, which is the longest length here. So I did just kind of want to show you what the backpack looks like a little bit closer so you can see. And again, I do have some charms on it, but mine is in the color cream. So the trim here is cream and it says Louis Vuitton on the top. You might not be able to see that, you guys. And it is two-toned, so there's like a darker tan right here, and then it's like a lighter cream here. You do have like the gold hardware on the front. So it is like a push lock closure. And it has like LV right here and LV. Well, I think it says Louis Vuitton actually on all these little gold hardware buttons right here. Let's see what else. You have these like substantial little rings that hold the top handle. And on the side, you actually have magnets. So that's what produces this little shape right here on the sides. And let's see what else. This is the back of the bag. And it does come with these two straps that are also the same color as the top portion of the bag. And I just have my keys back here. This is my Louis Vuitton clay. I just have it hooked back here. So I just want to show you guys that really quickly. So let me get into some other features of this particular bag. So as it said on the website, it is damier ebene on the bottom portion here, as well as you can kind of see it on the back. So the majority of the bag is damier ebene. And then this top portion here is considered, what is it? A small grain cowhide leather. So it does have, it's like a pebbled leather. And if it's like really up close, you can kind of see it, but I don't know if you'll be able to kind of see it from here, you guys. But it is like a pebbled leather. So it's very nice, very well made, I would say. So also, let me also talk about some other features of this bag. Now, and that's what I just said, like the bag is very well made. If you hold the bag, if you kind of look at the features of it, you can tell that, you know, some time and attention went into the bag. Like the hardware, everything attached to it is very substantial. So there's not a fear of like this bag breaking or falling apart. Not for me, as far as I'm concerned anyway. I know that I've looked on YouTube, some other people have had some kind of negative experiences with this bag. I, you know, have had this bag since October of last year. I've not had any problems with it, but you do have to be mindful of that. So I would say, yeah, the bag is very well made. The hardware is very substantial and very thick. Also, the interior has a textile lining. It does come with two removable leather straps. And I did kind of show you these straps here. These are the two straps. They are removable. You can add your own strap if you want to. But these two do come with the bag. And also it has a tuck lock closure and the side magnets. And I just told you about that. So this is like the tuck lock closure. So that's how the bag opens. And then it just snaps shut. And then these are the magnets on the side. So let's go into the interior of the bag. And I'll just kind of show you guys kind of some of the things that are in the bag. But if you open the bag up, on the top here, it does have the Louis Vuitton made in stamp here. And I think this bag, where is this bag made? This one is made in France. So again, you see like the little gold hardware pieces that, again, where the straps attached to, as well as this top strap. And then the glazing on here is very thick too, as far as this top handle strap is concerned. And it does twist down if you want it to, or it goes up, or, you know, it can come to the other side. So if we open the bag up, it does have this little opening right here. And the opening is like that because of these side magnets. So all you really do, if you want to kind of get into the bag and you want to see your contents a little bit clearer, you just open it like this. So these are the contents of my bag, or this is, yeah, these are all the contents of my bag. This is the interior textile lining it was talking about. It does have this slip pocket in the back. Other than that, there are no other pockets in this bag, but I do have this bag pretty stuffed with a lot of items. And so it is a lighter interior, so you do have to be mindful of that. So, you know, you do want to make sure your items are in pouches or in cases so you don't mess up the interior of the bag. I'm certain you could probably clean it, but who wants to do that? So yeah, so if you just, again, that's how you open it. If you want to close it, you just, yeah, you see how it's like the magnet. And then once you do that, it has this kind of smaller closure. You just go ahead and slip your tuck lock in there and it closes. You can hear the snap. So I would say like this is definitely very secure type of bag. Easy to get into, get out of, easy to see all your contents at a glance. So these are just some features of this particular bag. What else do I want to say? Now, again, I'm not going to be discussing prices of the bags, but I do want to mention that this bag does retail for more than the Palm Springs Mini. It is actually $100 more than the Palm Springs Mini. So look on the website for yourself and you can kind of go and price it and, you know, look at that for yourself. So again, like I mentioned, I did get this bag October of last year. I have talked about that in multiple videos, but essentially I got this bag as a replacement after my original Palm Springs Mini was deemed defective. So I got this as a replacement. I paid the additional, I think it was like $73 that I had to pay because I had already paid for the Palm Springs Mini as well as the taxes on the Palm Springs Mini. I think the difference was only $73. So that's what I paid when I ended up getting this bag back in October. I've used it quite frequently. Usually I will use this bag for occasions where, like I will use it sometimes going to work because it is a bit understated. If you don't know Louis Vuitton, you wouldn't know that this was like a Louis Vuitton backpack or a Louis Vuitton bag. Just because, again, it doesn't scream Louis Vuitton. It doesn't have the monogram print all over the canvas. It just has this kind of subtle damier bean. And then, again, the top part is leather. Then it's easy to get in and out of and get my content. So that's when I would typically kind of use this particular bag. So let's talk about what I like about the bag overall. And I did kind of mention some of these things before, but let me just kind of do like a summary of what I like and what I don't like about the bag. Then we'll get into a few modeling shots and we'll move on to the Palm Springs Mini, you guys. So what I like about the bag is, again, like I mentioned before, I feel like this bag is very well made. It is very sturdy. The hardware is just very thick. So there's not a fear of anything breaking or busting on the bag. And I can't necessarily say that for every single bag that I own or that I have owned. But I definitely can say that for this one. This one definitely is very sturdy. So again, like I said, these rings that hold like, my charms and the straps as well as this top handle, these rings are really actually thick, you guys. So I'll let you kind of see those. So that's what I do like about the bag. This lock closure is very nice. It's very easy to get in and out of. So I love the hardware on this particular bag. It doesn't look like a backpack, so that's another thing I really like about it. So this can be used not just, like the description said, it's a casual yet trendy kind of bag, but it can be used not just like as a backpack, but it can be used for like your nicer, dressier events or even as a work bag because it doesn't look like a backpack. So you can just carry it top handle if you want to take these straps off, and it just is kind of like a nice little top handle bag. Also, I really like that it fits quite a bit of items in here. So it's not, I mean, it's a mini bag, but I wouldn't necessarily consider it a mini bag in a general sense. Like this bag is really heavy. I fit quite a bit of items in here today. So the other thing is, again, like I said, it doesn't scream designer. So if you're trying to be understated and go to work, or take this bag to work or take this bag out, for dinner or a dressier occasion, it doesn't scream designer or scream Louis Vuitton. It just looks like a nice bag if you don't know Louis Vuitton. So I like that about the bag as well. Again, easy to get in and out of, so no fuss. And then it's not as popular as the Palm Springs Mini backpack. So if you're looking for a backpack that's not as popular or as hyped or as trendy as the Palm Springs Mini, this would be a good alternative. It serves kind of the same purpose. You can, again, use this in a variety of different ways, just like you can use the Palm Springs Mini, but it's just like a different twist and it has like a different opening. So it is different as far as getting in and out of the bag. But I think it has, to me, it has, again, about the same level of security, especially with the magnets as well as the clasp. You have really good security with this particular backpack. I don't typically wear it as a backpack. I don't think I've ever really worn it as a backpack, as a matter of fact. I usually wear these type of bags either on the shoulder, crossbody, or top handle, but you can wear it as a backpack if you choose to. The straps have a lot of different adjustments, so it is accommodating toward a lot of different sizes, heights and all of that. So I would definitely say that about this bag as well. So we're gonna go ahead and talk about the things I don't like about the bag. So what I don't like about the bag is it is heavier than the Palm Springs Mini. Like this bag right now is really, really heavy. I do have a good amount of things in here, but because of the leather pieces and the hardware, this bag is a bit heavier than the Palm Springs Mini with the same items in there. So that's one thing. If you fill the bag too much, the magnets won't close. So like if I really couldn't fit much more into this with, and you know, for the bag to continue to keep its shape. So if I put any more items like in here, like then this will not close. These magnets will not snap together on the side like they do now. So in that way, I feel like the capacity of this bag is pretty similar to the Palm Springs Mini. I mean, you can, you know, still fill it up to the brim and then it not, you know, the magnets not closed. But since that's the design of the bag, I prefer, you know, to keep it that way. So, but like some people do kind of like push the bag out like this and then kind of snap it shut. I don't do that. That's not the way I feel like the bag was designed or intended. So some people do that. You can fit extra items in if you do it like that. Let me show you real quick. So I think this is a way that people will wear it too. I just don't think that's cute. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. You have these gaps at the top. I mean, if you got to do what you got to do, but if you don't have to do it, then don't do it. Like it's just not cute to me. So if you did have your bag like this though, you can fit a lot more items in here, but I don't do that. Because that may essentially like distort the bag long term, and I definitely don't want to do that. So, but yeah, this is the bag again, and this is the sides, and this is the bottom. So let me pull that a little bit closer. I know some people were having issues that I saw with like the canvas ripping on the corners because the corners are kind of pointy. I don't have any of those issues. I've not had any issues with the corners of this bag. I have been paying attention to it. So thus far, no issues. Really glad about that in the time that I've had it, which again, I got this bag October of last year. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a few modeling shots for you guys, and then we're gonna get into the Palm Springs Mini. Oh, sorry you guys. One thing I forgot to mention about one of the things I don't like about this backpack, which kind of is a pro and a con, because it's not as popular as the Palm Springs Mini backpack. It subsequently does not have as good of a resale value as the Palm Springs Mini. I think this one is fairly recent. I think this one came out last year as a backpack that Louis Vuitton released, so it has not really gained the popularity that the Palm Springs Mini has, so the resale value is not as good as the Palm Springs Mini. So that's one thing I don't really like about it, because I'll talk about that a little bit later on, but I don't really like that the resale value is not as good as the Palm Springs Mini. So that's another dislike, but I'll go ahead again and get into the modeling shots. Okay, you guys, so I'm not like the best at modeling shots, but some people did ask me for modeling shots when I originally talked about this bag. So I just wanted to show you just kind of a few of them. I'm just kind of, again, in my living room area. So, but yeah, this is what the bag looks like if I just like hold it top handle. I am like 5'6/5'7". So we're not gonna talk about weight right now. We're not gonna talk about that. So if I put it on the shoulder, and this is like the longer strap, I have it on the longer setting, this is what it looks like, and this is how far down it goes. So it goes down pretty far if I have it on the longest setting, but this is good for crossbody, for me anyway. So if I put it on crossbody, this is what it looks like. Hopefully you guys can see. So yeah, it kind of hits me right here, like right at the waist, if I have a crossbody. So to me, this is a perfect crossbody length. The strap doesn't get in the way, so it doesn't bother me at all. So if I have this on the shorter strap setting, and I want to wear it kind of like a backpack, I can do this, and this is kind of what it looks like and how far down it goes. The other one, like I didn't kind of set it, but if you kind of want to look, like this is, if I had both of them, this is probably kind of what it would look like as a backpack. Hopefully you guys can kind of see that. I know it's kind of a janky way to kind of set it up and do that, but in the interest of time, I don't want to get too far into that. But yeah, this is kind of what the backpack looks like again. So I think the straps are very easy to adjust. So if you wanted to do that, you definitely could. It wouldn't be difficult at all. So yeah, this is the Louis Vuitton Clapton backpack. Okay, so we're back, you guys. So I just switched everything over to my Louis Vuitton Palm Springs Mini so you guys can see, including the charms. So I just want to kind of let you see how everything looked and fit. But yeah, so everything that was in my Clapton backpack, which was quite a lot of things, did fit into my Palm Springs Mini. Now the Palm Springs Mini does look a bit like, it does actually look more stuffed than the Clapton backpack, because it is. So I mean, I could stuff some more items in here, but really probably wouldn't want to do that if you want to keep the bag in shape. So you probably, in that sense, like if I could fit probably more items in the Clapton backpack than I can comfortably anyway in the Palm Springs Mini, but I still feel like they fit about the same, unless you want to kind of put out the Clapton backpack like I showed you guys before and put it to the sides where the magnets don't go in. But I choose not to wear the bag that way, but you could fit more items in if you did do it that way. So in that sense, the Clapton does fit more than the Palm Springs Mini, but I kind of feel like, wearing them the way that they're supposed to be worn, they fit about the same amount. So let me go ahead and read off some descriptive items of the Palm Springs Mini for you guys. And I am again on the Louis Vuitton website, so let's go ahead and read that. So I can't say all of these words and items, so I'm not gonna try. So it starts with saying like Nicholas, I don't know how to say his last name. So it's Nicholas G. You can look at the description again on the website. But Nicholas G gave a surprising twist to the backpack, turning a utilitarian staple into this trendy and oh so covetable city bag. The sweet mini version in soft monogram canvas sports a multi-positional strap for crossbody wear. So that's the description of the Palm Springs Mini. Let me just tell you what I have on the bag. But I do have on this, on the top handle, I do have the Louis Vuitton Apres bandeau, and it is in the color rose, I believe. So I do have this on the top, but the trimming of this bag, what's so unique and different about this bag is the trimmings are cowhide black leather. So it's not your regular monogram leather. So you do see some of these black pieces on the bag, but on the handle is actually the very same. You can kind of see that on the side here. If I can move the bandeau. So yeah, all of the whole handle is this black. So I did just kind of want to show you guys that. And then I just have, again, these kind of charms that are on here that I had on my Clapton backpack. So that's the description. Let me go ahead and tell you as far as the dimensions of the bag. So the dimensions of the Palm Springs Mini, 7.4 inches long. So this way is 7.4 inches. As far as the height, it's actually 11.9 inches. I think they count the height of the top handle as well to get the 11.9 inches as far as the height is concerned. And then as far as the depth, it is 3.9 inches deep. So it's a little, the depth is not as big as the Clapton backpack. So yeah, this one's 3.9 inches, the Clapton is 4.3 inches. So the other thing is this bag has the monogram coated canvas. So yeah, this is coated canvas right here in the monogram print. It has soft calfskin with foam backing. So the backing does have this little padding here. So when you wear it on your back or if you wear it on the body, you can feel the slight bit of padding on here. And then it has a padded leather top handle. So I did tell you about that. I do have mine covered with a bandeau, but it is black padded, yeah, the top handle is black padded leather. So it does have outside zip pockets. So you have this zip pocket here, which I really don't use because it's kind of hard to get into. And then it does have a zipper opening to get in and out of your items, to get in and out of the bag to, retrieve your items. Then the interior is a black nylon lining, I'm sorry. And then it does have these two adjustable straps. I do have both of them on the bag here. And they are like these really thin black leather straps as well. They do have adjustments on there, but the adjustments for this bag are a bit more difficult than the adjustments for the Clapton backpack, so you have to keep that in mind as well. So, but you can adjust the bag, to better suit your, your desire. So like I mentioned before, this bag with the Clapton backpack costs $100 more. So this one's $100 less than the Clapton backpack. So if you're looking as far as price is concerned, this one is cheaper than the Clapton backpack. And let me tell you a little briefly about the history as far as me and this bag is concerned. I did get this bag Memorial Day weekend last year, 2018, in Charleston, South Carolina. Had the bag for 4 months, then noticed that there was some peeling around this area of the canvas. So I took it to Louis Vuitton, the bag was deemed defective, and that's how I ended up getting my Clapton backpack. So I didn't really think anything more of it. I just said, no, I'm gonna be done with the Palm Springs Mini, but could not stop thinking about this cutie. Looked at my videos from last year as well when I did wear it, and I just absolutely love this bag. So I ended up getting this bag again back in January of this year, the end of January. So I've had it ever since. Loved it ever since. So yeah, that's kind of the history as far as this bag is concerned. Have not had any issues with this bag. Now my last bag was made in France. This one is made in USA, but I find that this bag is actually better than the other one. I mean, of course the other one was deemed defective, but this particular bag, actually the zipper to me is better. Like, I think they may have done some improvements. So yeah, the zipper to me is actually better on this bag than my last one. So, and then I haven't had any issues with the peeling, so I have been monitoring it as well. So yeah, that's kind of a little bit of the history. Now let me tell you what I like about this bag. So I like that the bag is very casual and carefree. It just really fits with a lot of my outfits if I just want to kind of get up and go. This is a really cute bag. It's good for the weekends. It's good for travel. I've used it for all of the above, you know, in the past year when I did have this, when I did have the other bag, as well as, you know, I've used it, you know, quite a bit this year as well. It is a great crossbody bag. I just think it looks really cute crossbody on me in particular. And it's very light. Like this bag, I can hold this one up. It's a, you know, with the same items that I had in my Clapton backpack, but this one is a good bit lighter. Even though it still has some weight to it, it's still heavy. It's still a good bit lighter than the Clapton backpack because the Clapton has more leather on the exterior than this one does. So, and then I feel like the bag's very secure. Since the zipper is kind of difficult to get in and out of, it's not like so easy for someone to kind of come in and take your items, I feel like. So, and then especially if you wear a crossbody, like it just really decreases the likelihood of someone getting into it if you're like out and about traveling with it. I've never had any issues when I've been traveling with it. So I feel like the bag's pretty secure. Now let me tell you what I don't like about it. And there's really like just one thing I don't like about the bag, and I'm gonna kind of show you the interior and you can kind of see what I'm talking about. And this is kind of the major thing that I don't like about the bag. So let me unzip it and I'll show you. So these are all of my items, and again, it does have this black nylon interior. These are all of my items that I had from my Clapton backpack. I just kind of put them in here really quickly so they're not like really well organized. But essentially, like I had one of the items that's in here is my mini pochette. Another item is I do have my Amazon Kindle in here, so that fits in here as well. But the Kindle is all the way in the back. So in order for me to get to the Kindle, I would actually have to take everything out to pull the Kindle out. And the same thing with my mini pochette. I'd have to pull quite a few items out to get to my mini pochette, which is kind of, you probably can't see, but it's actually right here. So that's like a negative to me. Because like it kind of deters me from wanting to open the bag and get certain things within the bag because I have to take certain items out to get the other things. Then you kind of have to rearrange it when you put the things back in there because things of course have shifted. So that's kind of the major drawback to me of this bag. But other than that, you know, I still love the bag, even though it's not, that's really kind of annoying for me. So like, you know, if you're out and about, like you probably would have to kind of put the bag sideways like this and kind of take some of your items out, you know, go ahead, get what you need, put it back in, adjust, and go ahead, shut it, close it, whatever. So that's the biggest negative, I would say, as far as this bag is concerned, and the biggest difference from this bag to your Clapton, where you can just, again, kind of like open it, you know, look at your items at a glance, you know, once you open up the magnet portion here and pick out what you want, close the bag up, keep it rocking, you know, put the clothes lock, you know, turn it, lock it back, and, you know, again, keep on minding your business. This one, it requires a little bit more work, so I try to put the items that I use the most like in the front. Yep, there's a lipstick rolling away. But yeah, I try to put the items that I use the most in the front, so that way I can kind of avoid that. But yeah, you have to keep that in mind. You wouldn't want to put, like, this does have a slip pocket on the interior, but you know, some people say they put their cell phone. I don't know how you do that, like, because I use my cell phone pretty frequently. So if you don't really use your cell phone, or you going on a fast with your cell phone, put it in the interior of this bag and go ahead and put your items on there, and you see how and yeah, that will definitely deter you from using your phone. Like, yeah, so like, whereas again with this one, the interior pocket, like, it's very accessible. You can put your phone in there. I put my phone in there today when I use this bag. This one, I don't feel like it's as useful to put my cell phone in the back pocket, because I'd have to sift through all this stuff and take it out to get to my phone and then put all the stuff back in. So that is the negative drawback of this particular bag. So let me go ahead and do some modeling shots with this one, and then I'll kind of tell you guys what bag I prefer and why, and we can be done with this video. So hold on just a second, you guys. I'll go ahead and get into the modeling shots for this one. Okay, we're back. So this is what the Palm Springs Mini looks like if I just have it on the shoulder. Typically, you guys, and this is a tip that I have for you, because these straps are very, very skinny. Let me show you guys. These are really skinny straps. They're actually skinnier than the Clapton backpack. I typically will double them up, because otherwise, if I just wear one of the straps, it really digs into my skin, especially if I'm carrying the bag for a long period of time. So I will typically double these up. And then if I put this crossbody, you can see it just sit very low. When I did have it on the shoulder, to me, this is just like the perfect length crossbody for me. You know, I can, if the bag's not in the way, if I'm doing other stuff, or if I need to go really quickly, the bag's just not in the way. So this is like the perfect drop for me, crossbody. As far as the backpack portion, I never wear this as a backpack. You can adjust this to, yeah, you can adjust it to like be a bit different as far as the backpack portion, but I don't ever make adjustments with these. Though there are like plenty of videos that show you how. So like, just kind of imagine, because I'm not gonna do the other strap, but like if I had this on the backpack way, it's gonna sit right on my bottom like that. I can adjust it to come up a bit more, and other people do little odds and ends as far as their adjustments, but again, I don't wear this bag as a backpack, so that doesn't necessarily, like, I feel like apply to me. Now there's another way you can wear it as well that I've done before. And that's kind of like putting this strap, like strapping it from here to the side here. And if I do that, oh, hold on, probably have to do it this way. Then it kind of serves the same way. You can kind of do that crossbody like this. But if I kind of have it on my back, like say I wanted to do that, that's what it would look like. So hopefully you guys can kind of see that. Done that before as far as yeah, the bag is concerned. So that's what the bag looks like on me. You know, I'm about 5'6", 5'7". So we're gonna go back to the couch, and I'm gonna tell you which one I kind of prefer and for what reason, what occasion. Okay, we're back, you guys. So let me come back a little bit. So you might ask, out of the two bags here, which one do I prefer? I would say, out of, you know, with the pros and the cons of both bags, and just from what I've kind of described to you as far as, you know, the bags are concerned, I personally prefer the Palm Springs Mini over the Clapton backpack. Although the Clapton backpack makes a lot more sense. Like if you're trying to be, like if you want easy access to a bag, if you want something that doesn't look like a backpack, or, you know, again, if you want something that the strap adjustments are a lot easier than the Palm Springs Mini. So there are more practical things to me about the Clapton backpack than there are about the Palm Springs Mini. But as far as my wardrobe is concerned and how I typically dress from a day-to-day basis, Palm Springs Mini just kind of makes more sense as far as being more casual, being more practical. It's an awesome travel bag. Been there, done that. Look forward to taking this on many more trips. It's lighter than the Clapton backpack when it's full, so that's something to keep in mind as well if you're traveling. You can also, with both of these bags, you can take the straps off. You can add different straps to them. So that's something that they both have in common. What else? I'm trying to think. I think that's pretty much it, you guys. So yeah, as far as the backpacks are concerned, the battle of the backpacks, I prefer the Palm Springs Mini over the Clapton backpack. And the Palm Springs Mini, if you know, are looking as far as resale value, the Palm Springs Mini is still very popular, so it is gonna resell for more than the Clapton backpack, because I did think about selling this Clapton backpack because I don't know about having two different Louis Vuitton backpacks in my collection. But the resale value on this is definitely not what I would desire. Like, to me, it's too much of a loss on this particular bag for the amount of time that I've had it. So I probably will end up keeping both for a while. Maybe this one will gain more traction and popularity, and this one will come down a little bit more and kind of play out. I don't know, but for me, I think that this one's kind of more so a forever bag. This one, I can see having it forever because it's so practical, and it's just good for those occasions when you want to be more understated. So that's my video, you guys. Hopefully you did enjoy it. If you did, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. If you did like the battle of the backpacks, if you guys were kind of looking to see, you know, a comparison between these two. I didn't find many of these videos on YouTube when I was kind of making a decision and deciding about these backpacks, so that's why I have both now. But yeah, just make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Make sure you share it with anyone else who's thinking about getting either of these two backpacks or is looking for an alternative to the Palm Springs Mini, and they want something that not like a lot of other people have or a lot of other people talk about. You might want to consider the Clapton backpack as an option. So make sure you share this video with any of those individuals who are looking to add a Louis Vuitton backpack to their collection. Also comment below, which one of these do you like the best? Actually, I have a split as far as, you know, family and friends are concerned. My mom actually really likes this Clapton backpack, but my best friend really likes the Palm Springs Mini. So my best friend doesn't like the Clapton, and I don't think my mom, she doesn't really like the Palm Springs Mini. She just thinks this is a classier looking bag, and my best friend just likes the practicality of this particular bag. But what do you prefer? Comment below, let me know. Also, make sure you do subscribe to the channel, you guys. Again, you do that by hitting the red button below and hitting the bell next to it so you're notified when I do upload future videos. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this really detailed comparison of the Palm Springs Mini, the Louis Vuitton Palm Springs Mini, and the Louis Vuitton Clapton backpack. I will be back to you guys with probably another comparison in the near future, so stay tuned for that. But you guys, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my very next video. Bye, guys.